What is up, Nuggets fans? Denver Nuggets fan 2 back here again to do another video. In this video, I'll be recapping the Nuggets 106-101 win over the Oklahoma City Thunder earlier this week. We moved to 37-28 with this win, and we ended a 3-game losing streak to the Thunder with this win. We had a mediocre shooting night here against the Thunder. The Nuggets shot 44% from the field, 35% from the three-point line, and only 60% from the free throw line. We relied way too much on the three-point shot here in this game and played way too perimeter on the offensive end, and then we missed 12 free throws. You can't do that in the playoffs and expect to win, so that's something we got to sharpen up going into this year's playoffs. Thunder, on the other hand, had a really good shooting night. They were 49% from the field, 42% from the three-point line, and 87% from the free throw line. That's some of the good things the Nuggets did here in this game against the Thunder. We out-rebounded Oklahoma City 42-37. You like seeing that. We had 17 offensive rebounds in this game. We got a ton of second chance points and a ton of second chance possessions here in this game against the Thunder. I thought our big guys, Faried and Koufos, did a good job of grabbing rebounds here in this game. I thought Afflalo had a real good game rebounding the ball as well, and that was big for us to out-rebound the Thunder here in this game, because we started out terrible on the glass. I mean, the Thunder came out, their bigs were way more physical than our bigs were, and they were grabbing a bunch of offensive rebounds, but as the game progressed, we picked up the effort level and did a much better job of boxing out and just scrapping for rebounds, and you love seeing us get 17 offensive rebounds. Really love the effort and energy by our front court here in this game on the glass. Outscored the Thunder in the paint 54-38. You love seeing that. I thought the Nuggets did play way too perimeterly on the offensive end, but we did a good job of attacking the basket, getting high percentage shots, and did a good job of forcing the Thunder to take three-point shots and jump shots. That was good to see. I thought our interior defense was pretty solid here in this game. We had 21 fast break points, did a great job of capitalizing on the Thunder's mistakes, getting out into the open floor and then getting those easy buckets in transition. You love seeing that. And the Thunder like to play up-tempo like we do, but I've said it all season, and I'll keep saying it. There's not a team in the NBA that can run with us. We can outrun any team in this league, and I thought we did a good job of that here against the Thunder, of outrunning them and getting some easy buckets in transition. We forced 18 turnovers on their part, had 24 points off those turnovers. You love seeing that. I thought we did a good job of forcing Durant into some mistakes, and then I thought we just did an awesome job of getting those easy buckets off Oklahoma City's turnovers. That was huge for us. Our bench was great. Our bench outscored the Thunder's bench 35-20. I thought Brewer came in, had a really good game on both ends of the floor. I thought Andre played real solid. McGee came in, played well. Al Harrington came in, hit a couple threes. Our second unit was huge for us in this game. And then the first and fourth quarter combined, we outscored the Thunder 62-49 in both of those quarters. So we started well and we ended well. That was a big reason we won this game. I thought our defense in the fourth quarter was very good, and offensively we just did a good job of putting pressure on the Thunder in that first quarter, attacking them, and starting well and finishing well. That was a big reason why we were able to pull out this big win over the Thunder. Now, looking at some of the bad things we did here in this game, first and foremost, we had a really poor third quarter against Oklahoma City here. We were outscored 24-16 in the third quarter by the Thunder. We did a terrible job on the offensive end in the third quarter. There was little to no ball movement. I thought the weak side offense was terrible in the third quarter, and we decided to take jump shots and settle for threes, and that was a big reason why the Thunder were able to outscore us by 8 points in that quarter and get back into the game. We gave up 16 fast break points. Transition defense wasn't great. The Thunder did a good job of pushing the pace right after they grabbed defensive rebounds. We did a good job of that as well, so it kind of canceled them getting 16 fast break points out, because we had 21 of our own fast break points in this game, but still our transition defense could have been a little better, could have got back a little better and played with a little more effort and energy on the defensive end. Thunder had 13 blocks in this game. I thought we did a poor job of finishing at the rim. We had a bunch of weak takes at the rim, weren't playing physical basketball at times in this game, got a little intimidated by Serge Ibaka, which I wasn't very happy to see, and he did a great job protecting the rim for the Thunder. I think he had 4 of their 13 blocks, and he just does a great job of coming over from the weak side, helping on the defensive end of the floor, and that's where he gets a lot of his block shots. Did a great job of that here in this game against us. We really struggled defending the high pick and roll as well in this game against the Thunder. Russell Westbrook got a lot of his points on the high pick and rolls that the Thunder ran in this game. That's something we got to prepare for and get better at, is our pick and roll defense going into this first round series with the Lakers tomorrow night. That was disappointing to see here in this game, and the high pick and roll is very effective in this game for the Thunder, and our help defense once again wasn't great. We either cheat too much on the defensive end and help too much, or we don't help enough, and we got to do a better job of communicating on the defensive end and really kind of getting set with our help defense, because we get lost in that aspect with our defense, and we got to do a better job of fighting through screens as well. Gave up a lot of threes because our guys didn't do a great job of either helping on screens or fighting through screens. Gave up 10 threes. You hate seeing that. Once again, perimeter defense struggled. Can't be giving up 10 threes to the Lakers and expect to beat them in the first round. And he missed 12 free throws. You're leaving 12 points on the floor. Definitely cannot do that in the playoffs, or we'll get bounced very quickly in the first round against a very good Laker team. So all in all, it was a very good win for us, but there's definitely a lot for the Nuggets still to improve on and work on going into the playoffs. Now looking at some individual numbers for us, Ty Lawson led the way for the Nuggets in this game. He finished with 25 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. He was 8 of 15 from the field, 3 of 5 from the three-point line, and 6 of 8 from the free throw line. I thought Ty did a pretty solid job defensively on Russell Westbrook, and did a great job attacking him on the offensive end. Ty did a great job of having some really nice crafty finishes around the rim here in this game against the Thunder, and he shot the 3-ball well. He's really been in a nice rhythm as of late for the past couple weeks in shooting the 3-ball. He goes 3 of 5 from the three-point line in this game. Didn't do a great job of creating for others, and didn't do a great job of facilitating the offense. Only had 4 assists, but his scoring was big for us, and his aggressiveness on both ends of the floor was a big reason we were able to win this game. Did a great job of pressuring Westbrook on the ball and not giving him a lot of space to work with, and then on the offensive end did a great job of getting to the rim, as I mentioned before, and then knocking down threes. So I thought Ty played really well, but would have liked to see him distribute the ball a little more in this game against the Thunder. Afflalo played well. He finished with 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He was 6 of 15 from the field, 1 of 4 from the three-point line, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Aaron missed a couple good looks from the three-point line, which he's usually going to make, and he only had 15 points on 15 shots. Obviously, that's not very efficient, but I thought Afflalo had a couple big rebounds for us in this game, and he still was aggressive on the offensive end defensively. We matched him up on Durant a couple times, and he did a pretty solid job on Durant when he was on him. Fareed had a big game, another double-double for Kenneth. He finished with 13 points, 10 rebounds, 6 of which were offensive. He also had a block and a steal. He was 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 7 from the free throw line in this game against the Thunder. Had a big block on Westbrook in the fourth quarter. Had a big putback dunk for us in the fourth quarter. Did a great job of getting offensive rebounds. Had 6 offensive rebounds that I just mentioned, but he really did a poor job on the defensive glass. I thought Ibaka came out, got real physical with Fareed, and Fareed didn't do a good job of responding to that. He was kind of complaining to the refs about it. That's something where Fareed's just got to keep playing with great effort and energy and kind of hit Ibaka back, match his physicalness. Ibaka was grabbing him, holding him down, trying to prevent him to grab rebounds in this game, but Fareed did a good job of fighting through that in the fourth quarter and making some big plays for us. Even knocked down a couple jump shots, which was really good to see, and I really liked Kenneth's effort in this game against the Thunder. And lastly for us, Corey Brewer was phenomenal. He might have been our most valuable player in this game. He only finished with 10 points, but he had 2 steals and a block. He was 5 of 10 from the field, and his fourth quarter defense was huge for us. He was phenomenal in that fourth quarter, made a big shot. He banked it in for us in the fourth quarter that extended our lead. And then, like I said, on the defensive end, that fourth quarter was huge. Had a big steal on Durant, drew a couple offensive fouls on Durant as well in this game. I had a big block on Westbrook, and also was able to draw a charge on Ibaka, which was big for us. I mean, Corey Brewer made huge play for us after huge play for us in this game, especially on the defensive end in the fourth quarter. And even early on in the game, did a great job of getting some steals and turning those into easy dunks in transition. Did a great job of running the floor and getting easy dunks in transition. And I thought Corey Brewer was great. He's really turned up his game in the month of April, and he's playing really well for us, especially on the defensive end going into the playoffs. And just the plays he made in that fourth quarter were great. And did a great job on Westbrook, pressuring him, staying in his face, irritating Westbrook. You definitely could tell Westbrook was getting frustrated. And that's one thing about Russell Westbrook. Everyone likes to go goo goo gaga over him and talk about how great of a player he is. But if you get in his face, you pressure him, and you really frustrate him, he's kind of mentally weak, and he kind of breaks down. And I thought Corey Brewer did a great job of kind of getting in Westbrook's head in that fourth quarter and forcing him to take tough shots, and forcing the Thunder to have some wasted possessions on the offensive end down the stretch that were huge for us in terms of winning this game. So really was happy with Brewer's performance, and he was a humongous reason why we won this game. Thunder, Kevin Durant led the way per usual. He finished with 32 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, but he also did have 4 fouls and 5 turnovers in this game. He was 12 of 23 from the field, 5 of 8 from the three-point line, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. I thought defensively we did a pretty good job on him. Brewer, I thought, played him well. Even Gallinari, as bad as he was on the offensive end, I thought did a pretty good job of limiting the space that Durant had to work with on the offensive end. And I mean, half of his points basically came off the three-point line. I think, any team will live with that. He was taking some tough threes and just making them. That's why he's the best scorer in the league, and he was just hitting tough shots. But I thought we did a good job of keeping him out of the lane. He did have a big dunk over a JaVale McGee, put McGee on a poster. But besides that, he was taking tough contested shots all game. And Ty Lawson did a great job, actually, when we switched on the rotations and Ty Lawson ended up on Durant. Ty Lawson did a great job of staying right in Durant's face, not allowing him any space to work with, and actually played pretty good defense on a couple of possessions that he was on Durant. So I thought Durant played well, but we forced him into a couple offensive fouls, couple turnovers, and half his points came from the three-point line. Did a good job of keeping him out of the lane. So I thought all in all it was a pretty good job defensively by us in this game on Durant. Westbrook also was solid for the Thunder. He finished with 30 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks, 3 steals. Did a great job of affecting the game on both ends of the floor. He was 10 of 20 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Did a great job of utilizing the high screen and rolls to get a couple open jump shots for himself, which he was able to knock down. The majority of his shots were jump shots. A lot of them were, uncontested because he did a great job, as I just mentioned, of utilizing the high pick and rolls. But for the most part, I thought defensively we also did a pretty good job on him. I thought Ty did a good job of attacking him on the offensive end, and then did a good job of pressuring him on the defensive end. And he just got a couple calls that's that were ridiculous, but that's Westbrook's game. I mean, he's going to whine and he's going to politic for calls, and he did a good job of that here in this game. And he got away with a bunch of fouls as well. I mean, he had 2 or 3 calls in this game that should have been over the back calls, but nonetheless he played well. But I thought we did a good job of forcing him to be a jump shooter, and I think any team that plays the Thunder will live with Westbrook taking a bunch of jump shots rather than getting a bunch of easy layups and dunks at the rim. It's a great win for us. It's a big win for us in terms of building up our confidence going into the playoffs. The Thunder are a phenomenal team. I have nothing but respect for them, and to go into their gym and beat them for the first time in quite some time was great for us. So the Nuggets get a huge win as we beat the Thunder 106-101, and we move to 37-28 with this win.